Hello, should I scale out of position gradually? Well, if you have been practicing that and you like it, that is fine. I don't usually do that. When I'm going to buy stocks, I usually buy the share I want to buy at once. And when I'm going to sell, I sell all the share I have in my position all at once as well. But few times I was not sure if it was the right time to sell a stock, and I sold a portion, the portion that I purchased first, and then later I sold the rest. And this year I found myself buying stocks, the same stocks, more than once when I have not sold the previous one. Again, when I'm not sure where I'm buying it is the right place to buy, I might buy some share, and later when it pull back down again, I might buy some more. Or sometimes when I don't have enough money to buy the quantity I will want it to buy share wise, I'll buy few shares, and later when I have money and it pull back down, I might buy some shares. So it's more those circumstances that allow me to, that cause me to scale out, increase my position, or decrease it. So let's take a look at EQIX as of July 16, 2026. So when we are looking at EQIX, first, before we analyze EQIX, let's look at RPM, for instance. And when we are looking at RPM, you'll notice that there is arrows facing upward are arrows where I purchased, and arrows facing downward where I sold. So I purchased in 2024 using short uptrend swing trading strategy, and I traded on this short uptrend around this area. I purchased it, sold a few days. We are on a daily chart, and I purchased it again, and shortly after it pulled back down. So when it pulled back down from 2024, 2025, 2026, the date is on the x-axis from the past to the present, and the price is on the y-axis from $0 up. So for this particular stock, it pulled all the way down. I purchased it here. I don't know how many shares I purchased. It went up, pulled back down. Again, I purchased some more. So in some way, I scale out the position, or increase my position in this, because it's around in 2026. I'm trading it along those two long support lines. So when it came there, I purchased it, even though I have some that I have not sold yet. But in 2024, for instance, even in 2024, I purchased it there, but since like I purchased it again and it pulled back down, went up, reached all-time highest price there, and I sold them. And then I purchased it again. Now I think, in fact, I purchased it here and sold it there. Purchased it here and sold it there then. And then I purchased those two. But anyway, that arrow was facing down where I sold. So if it's correct, this one I must have sold it somewhere there, unless this arrows is for this one. But that is, I just buy it and I sold all the shares, but not all the time. But it's more of those circumstances that, for those circumstances, that I will sell it gradually. But I find myself buying more gradually as well, but then I will sell all of it when I'm selling it. But one time already this year, I sold it gradually. And IRM, for instance, in 2025, I purchased it there, and then it was just down. It came down here, I purchased some more, and then it went up, pulled back, and so forth. I was positive in this one, but not this one, until it reached this area. I became positive on this, and I just let it be until it reached all-time highest price here. At that point, I start asking myself if I should sell it or not. But I don't know if it's going to continue going up or not. So after a while, I sold some shares. Said there is an arrow facing downward there. So selling it here, I sold the first one that I purchased. First in, first out, unless you specify otherwise. So I sold this one first. And then this one, I sold it right there because it pulled back down and then reached all-time highest price again, and I just sold this one. So after that all-time highest price in June, now it has been on the drop down. So I don't know if it's going to rest a little bit and go back up again or not. But that is in this example that you can see that I gradually increase my position in this and gradually decrease it as well, making profit on both within a year time frame. But it's just for those circumstances that I tend to do that. I'm not position trading technically, but again, my swing trading strategy is kind of hybrid. I pull my knowledge from investing, pull my knowledge from swing trading, combine them to customize my swing trading strategy to fit my personality type and my risk tolerance, which is a low level of risk tolerance because I'm not a very high risk type person. And I learned, when I was learning about stocks, I learned more about investing first. And naturally, I noticed that I hold on to stocks more compared to my husband, who like to sell it faster and trying to find a way to generate a cash flow from my stock investing. I found swing trading to give me that opportunity. But again, I'm not in any hurry to sell those stocks. Keep customizing my strategy and keep looking for stocks that work well with the strategy so that I can curate that list and just have those stocks to swing trade from. So when it comes to EQIX, I like to buy at this support line, but right now it's close to all-time highest price than it is to this value line. So therefore it's on the selling zone, but not in the buying zone for me. So based on the strategy you use, how do you scale out of position gradually? Thank you so much for watching our videos. We thank you very much for your time. Thank you for all your comments, and we thank you very much for subscribing to our channel. I'm Afiavi Liberman, and on our channel, we share different ways to save money and different ways to make money to reach your financial independence. And swing trading could allow you to generate another stream of income. Just start slowly, and surely you will grow your account from there. As a disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a professional trader. I just swing trade in my husband and I joint brokerage account. And I like to share what is working for us, what is not working here, so that if you find some tips useful, you can customize them to fit your personality type, your risk tolerance, and use those tips in your own financial success journey. Will you please proceed with caution? And for more videos in this series, will you please check the playlist How to Start Swing Trading Step by Step Using Long Option Lines in the description of this video. And this video is brought to you by our online store, Liberman.com. If you are looking for cloth napkin, tote bag, or pouches, will you please check our online store, Liberman.com. Thank you so much for your time. Happy swing trading.